Breaking news, the Chicago Bears have signed a center. It is Coleman Shelton, a one-year deal. We'll dive into this and everything else going on in NFL free agency. I am Harrison Graham. Welcome into our live Day 4 coverage of NFL free agency here on Chicago Bears Now. I know a lot of you have been waiting for a center signing. There was some chatter. Is it just going to be Ryan Bates? Well, it's Coleman Shelton as well. I think he'll probably start. Maybe Bates gets a chance to compete for that job, but certainly glad to get someone like him in the room. Do you guys like the Coleman Shelton signing? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Haven't seen money yet, but I do think it's pretty good. He was the 17th overall highest graded center per PFF, so, quality starter, not an all-pro by any means. But similar scheme. He's been in that McVay offense. Shane Waldron was in L.A. Several years ago with him as well when he was a backup back then. I like the move, man. I like the move. Maxwell says yes. Aaron, Kathy, and Aaron Wolf say yes. Eater says yes. Darren, Dan C. Tyler, Michael saying B. Tyler says yes. SB Gaming yes. So does Chicago. Alex Amerling, Cranes. Biterman says no. We got Fully Mashed In saying yes. Professor Jibe says yes. Poles is cooking. I don't know if he's cooking, but I like this move. David says yes. To me, this was much needed. Now, I do wonder what it means. Does that take them out of the mix of drafting a center? Maybe, maybe not. But we'll have to wait and see on that front. It's only a one-year deal, so it's not like you're tied down to Colton Shelton for a long time. Oh! From Michael Horowitz. Boom! Here comes that man, Rolly. It's Michael Horowitz showing up early and often during NFL free agency. Onions.
The guy is just always going to be here. He's always going to show up, and he's always going to get a party started in the Bears Now chat.
And for those wondering, we're doing a jersey raffle again today. $10 to get in. Michael, you are in. There you go. Shout out to Michael Horowitz. He gets a sticker as well. Here's the Super Chat menu, running it back from yesterday. $10 or more gets you in the jersey raffle. $20 will spin the wheel. $50 is a beer bong. $100 gets you into our Helmet Hall of Fame. And then if we reach 1,000 total like we have the first 3 days, we'll take down a beer boot. So that's on the menu today. Appreciate all the new subscribers we've picked up since day one of free agency. I want to say, I think we're at like 88,600, so we've picked up 700 or 800 subscribers this week. Shout out to all of you. Would love to get to 90,000 as soon as possible, maybe by this time next week. So if you want free content, we've been live every single day. We'll continue to bring you coverage on the Chicago Bears throughout free agency, the offseason, draft coverage as well. I've got a new mock draft I'm working on that's going to go out in the next couple of days, so keep eyes on that. We've got you covered for all of it. We'll break down this Coleman Shelton signing in deeper detail, but if any initial Super Chats fly in here, we'll hit those as well. Aaron Wolf, Michael Horowitz, when are we going to the strip club? Aaron, that is between you and Horowitz. I'm not gonna stop you guys. I'm not gonna. That's their business, right, Rolly?
Yeah, Jordan Lewis just re-signed with the Cowboys.
Oh, Dallas getting very active.
There you go.
2 signings in 20 hours.
Listen, I saw a lot of yeses when we asked if you liked the Coleman Shelton signing, which means I should see a lot of likes. There's only
like the
59
video.
likes, almost 700 people watching. All y'all basically said y'all liked the signing, so I should see damn near 700 likes. Let's go. Hit that like button if you're glad the Bears and Ryan Poles finally signed a center. And he'll be your starting center, at least.
I think so. Anthony says he's not a starter. Well, he started 30 games for Sean McVay the last 2 years, including all 17 last.
Yeah, he's definitely a starter.
So what's interesting is the Rams brought in Brian Allen a few years ago, but he got hurt. Shellman just Shelton took the job and ran away with it. So that's kind of what happened there. And, oh, boy, this feels like it could be one of those performances from Michael.
Well, first of all, I'm
Horowitz.
still pissed off at the Bears fans. Yes, pissed off. Only 150 likes.
We need more likes.
That's disgusting. You guys make me mad.
Got to get to 300 to get our first shot of the day down. A little mini boom from Michael Horowitz. That's also a beer bong from me. This could be a generational performance from the kid. He says,
who's going to match the 50? Get a beer bong race.
Yeah, if we get a second 50, we'll just go ahead and make it a race.
I want to know.
Horowitz says, the wife would never let me out. Yeah, I kind of, to each their own. Once you're married, it's kind of like, leave that to the bachelors out there. Like Rolly.
Sure.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, Michael, Aaron Wolf, he made an invite, but I don't know if that's happening, Aaron Wolf. Appreciate the donation, Michael. If we get another 50, Rolly and I will do a beer bong race. Get those likes up. Got to get to 300.
The video.
Coleman Shelton signing.
Come on.
If you're excited about the signing, like the video. Chastity wants in on the jersey opportunity.
You guys are killing me. Only 200, not even 200 likes.
Yeah, it's tough. Michael Horowitz in the chat saying, match me. Someone going to match Michael Horowitz?
Come on.
Let's go. Coleman Shelton last year only gave up 2 sacks, by the way, so you've got that going on. All right, let me see here. He was much better as a run blocker last year. His pass blocking grade per PFS was actually not very good. It was about 50, but the year before it was over 70. So I will say this. The Rams this past year kind of shifted to a gap scheme from a zone, which is why I think they decided to move Steve Avila to center in that new system because he's more of a bruiser. Shelton's more mobile, so maybe that played a role in his pass blocking slipping with more of a power gap scheme last year, which is what they shifted to. We'll go to Chastity here, who gets another rifle ticket. I'm wondering, do you think the Bears will pick up a wide receiver today? And what receivers are left? Hashtag FGB. You still got Tyler Boyd. You still got Mike Williams. You still got Curtis Samuel, Odell Beckham, Michael Thomas. I mean, there's still guys out there. Marquise Brown's still out there. There's still starting caliber receivers out there. Josh Reynolds is still out there. DJ Chark, if that tickles your fancy at all. So there's guys. I'd like to see the Bears get one. The Bears are also reportedly set to visit with DJ Wanham tonight, so maybe they'll sign him as an edge rusher. We'll have to wait and see. All right, we're going to break down the Coleman Shelton signing in further detail. Then we'll get back to some of your questions. We'll catch you guys up on everything else surrounding NFL free agency as well. But do want to get into the Shelton signing, kind of explore. Is it going to be a competition with Ryan Bates? Is he the starter? We'll have to wait and see. Going to refresh my Twitter one more time and see if money details have come in on Shelton. Doesn't look like it, but I can't imagine it's going to be big money here. I bet it's less than $7 million on this one-year deal. So, all right, Mason, we'll get to your super chat after we talk about Coleman Shelton here. Here we go. Bears Now continues on day 4 of NFL free agency. The Chicago Bears have signed a center, and his name is Coleman Shelton. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. My name is Harrison Graham. Day 4 of NFL free agency is here, and Ryan Poles has gotten a center. Ink is on paper. We don't know how much it is on the one-year deal. I would guess in the $5 million range. I don't think it'll be more than $7 million, which is where you saw like Aaron Brewer sign in per year money. But we'll have to wait and see on those details. But we're going to break down this signing coming up here on today's show. But I do want to shout out today's sponsor of Chicago Bears Now before we get to Coleman Shelton. That is Manscaped. Bears Now is presented by Manscaped, the best men's grooming products on the planet. Don't miss out. The Lawnmower 5.0 is going to keep you nice and clean downstairs. The Beard Hedger are going to keep you nice and clean upstairs. Other products as well. Use code BEARS20 to get 20% off at manscaped.com. The best men's grooming products out there. All right, let's get back to Coleman Shelton here as he comes in on a one-year deal. Again, we'll see on the money. Very familiar scheme player. He's been with the Los Angeles Rams for all 5 years of his career. Shane Waldron was with him his first 2 years in the NFL in 2019 and 2020 before taking the Seahawks OC job. Knows this scheme and offense very well. Now, last year, the Rams kind of shifted to a gap scheme from the wide zone just based on personnel, and I think his pass blocking took a bit of a hit. He was a higher graded pass blocker in 2022 than he was in 2023 per PFF, but his run blocking was still very good. 17th highest graded center last year, so, kind of a middle of the league starting center, but that is much better than what the Bears have had really for about 3 or 4 years now with the Lucas Patrick experience, Sam Mustipher trying to put Cody Whitehair back there. This is definitely an upgrade. Is it an all-pro? No. Is it even a guy who can make a Pro Bowl? Probably not, but he has started 30 games over the past 2 years. He knows the system, should be a plug-and-play fit, and only gave up 2 sacks last year, only had 6 penalties, so those aren't too bad of numbers in its own right. Grade the signing of Coleman Shelton, A, B, C, D, or F. Obviously, we don't know the money just yet, but again, I don't think this is going to be a break-the-bank signing. So I'll give it a solid B. It's an upgrade. It's not an all-pro. Give me a B for Coleman Shelton. It fills a clear need. I'm going to plug him in as the starting center. I know there had been some buzz that maybe Ryan Bates will be that, and maybe he still could. Maybe it's a competition. Who knows? But a guy who has started 30 games over the past 2 years versus Ryan Bates, who has played less than 300 snaps at the position, I think you got to give Coleman Shelton the edge. And I think Ryan Bates' best role is as that top interior backup. He's an excellent backup. He can play both guard spots. He can play center. If he has to start, he's serviceable, but he's better as a backup. So I like Coleman Shelton as the starter. Now, if they want to give Bates a chance to compete, there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't just be handing out jobs if you are the Chicago Bears, especially to players who are non-all-pros. But at the same time, I do expect it to be Coleman Shelton as this team starting center. I do wonder, does that eliminate the Bears from drafting a center? I don't think it necessarily does, because you're talking about a guy on a 1-year deal. Again, it's not like he's an all-pro or something like that. So if they really like someone in the draft, I still think that's possible. Now, I do think it probably eliminates them from getting Jackson Powers-Johnson in the first round. I think they would go in a different direction than that. I don't think he is as likely of an option now, but I could still see them taking a developmental guy in the middle rounds that kind of just redshirts this year, and then, if they feel like he could start next year, he could take over, because Shelton is just on a 1-year deal. So I wouldn't completely dismiss that possibility, but I do think like the high level, the JPJ is a little less likely after this move. We'll continue the conversation around Shelton and NFL free agency in a moment, but top of the morning to you, really the afternoon. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the St. Patrick's Day Shamrock Shavers from Manscaped. This year, don't just chase rainbows. Make your own pot of gold and groom your little leprechaun or leprechauns as the leaders in below-the-kilt gear is Manscaped. Listen, you can get 20% off the Lawnmower 5.0, and your confidence will shine bright, fellas. Meet your new lucky charm, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. It's got dual LED spotlights, 2 interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads. This product continues to improve from Manscaped. It's the 5.0. You know what that tells me? Manscaped's not resting on their laurels. They're not saying, hey, we got a decent product, we're not going to look to improve. No, they're improving their stuff all the time. That's an honest and upward trajectory company, if you ask me. I'm a big fan of all of Manscaped's products, but the 5.0 is absolutely fantastic. Gives you a smooth shave downstairs. If you're looking for a little frisky night, get going with the 5.0 Ultra, and then boom, you're going to be feeling lucky at the end of the night, fellas. Manscaped.com, promo code BEARS20. Get 20% off. You'll get free shipping as well. Waterproof, wireless charging station. It's an awesome product. Go check out Manscaped right now. All right, let's kind of just circle back and just recap everything that's happened for the Chicago Bears and NFL free agency after this signing of Coleman Shelton. It started with Ryan Bates, who's been considered as a potential starting center option. I don't know if that's the case now, but he's versatile. He can play both guard spots, center. He can play tackle on a pinch if you need him to. Jaylon Johnson, we've broken that down extensively. Think it's really good value. Cap hit under $14 million this year. I think Ryan Poles did really well there. Bring back the longest tenured Bear, Patrick Scales, the long snapper who's been here since 2015. Depth safety, Tarvarius Moore. Probably going to have to fight for a roster spot there. We'll see if he can make this team's 53-man roster. Kevin Byard, who we heard from today, he had his introductory press conference at Hallis Hall, and you listen to him talk, and it's like, yeah, this guy's been around the block. Natural leadership skills. You can just hear it in his tone of voice and the things he was talking about. I think that's going to be a really good fit. His best days might be behind him, but I still think he's a good player, and the metrics show he's a clear upgrade from Eddie Jackson, and you get him for half the cost. So that's a clear win. DeAndre Swift, we've talked about that one. You needed an upgrade in that running back room. Khalil Herbert can slide back into that natural RB2 role. You still got Roschon Johnson, who you're developing. Like the Gerald Everett move, 2 years, $12 million. Good tight end, too, in this league. Over 450 yards on average in each of the past 5 years. Jonathan Owens, the husband of Simone Biles, number 3 safety. That's an upgrade from Elijah Hicks. He started a bunch of games for Green Bay last year and all 17 for Houston a couple of years ago. And then you get Matt Pryor, depth offensive lineman, can play tackle, can play guard. Maybe that means Larry Borum gets cut. Who knows? Brett Rypien, kind of your Nathan Peterman replacement. Peterman signed with the Saints today, so third quarterback in the room. He's been around a little bit. Eamon O, as we're calling him, still working on the pronunciation. I was practicing this morning. Special teams ace. He'll be an LB4, LB5. Your Dylan Cole replacement there. And then, of course, Coleman Shelton. This contract just coming in minutes ago as we're breaking it down live here on Chicago Bears Now. Moving forward, first of all, subscribe to the channel for more Bears coverage, latest news, rumors, free agency signings, draft coverage as well. Hit that subscribe button. I think next steps, defensive line, wide receiver. What does Ryan Poles do at those positions? I think you got to add some pieces there. DJ Wanham set to visit tonight, so maybe they secure a deal with him. 8 sacks in 2 of the last 3 seasons. If you could get him plus a number 3 caliber receiver, I'd feel pretty good about where things sit. We'll see where it goes from here. But Coleman Shelton, the latest addition, as the Bears get a center. All right, Mason with the super chat. We'll catch up on some supers here if any have flown in here. He says Poles needs to spend more money up tight. He's too uptight. Look, yeah, he doesn't like to break the bank. He doesn't like to overpay if he can help it. Obviously, in free agency, you're going to overpay at times, but he doesn't want to cripple the team's flexibility on the salary cap. So, look, I'm with you to an extent. I do think they need to be a little more aggressive at that edge position in particular, potentially a defensive tackle, and get a receiver as well. There's still time. There's still players available. I think adding this center here in Shelton makes me feel better about where things sit in terms of addressing some clear needs. David, you get a raffle ticket. Appreciate the $10 super chat here, David. He says, Mike Williams or Curtis Samuel. Mike gives us that big body deep ball threat, but Samuel's a good gadget guy and would fit into the slot nicely. Also, what's our final record this upcoming year? By the way, Samuel's more than a gadget guy. I do want to make that clear. Like, he is a gadget guy, but he's also a good slot receiver. He's been productive, so I like that. Mike Williams, obviously, is that boundary, big body receiver. I don't know. They're completely different, right? You could use both types of receivers. Williams would give you that big body guy like I mentioned, which is something different than DJ Moore provides. Curtis Samuel gives you that kind of wiggly speedster in the slot that can do some different things. So, if I knew for sure I'm getting Rome Odunze or Malik Neighbors, I would say Curtis Samuel. If not, maybe I take the chance on Mike Williams, but I'd be happy with either approach because you need to add a quality receiver to this room.
Michael
Horowitz. He says he'll just match himself. You know what, Michael? Since you're matching yourself, I'll get you another sticker for that as well. 250s, I think that's worthy, and Rolly and I are going to do a beer bong race for you coming up after we're caught up on these super chats. I'll tell you what. Let's get Michael a bonus raffle ticket entry. I think the man has earned it here. Big-time stuff from the kid early on here, so You get another ticket, Michael, and
he says, hell yeah.
we greatly appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate it.
Hell
Trace
yeah.
Rawls with a 10. He said, I'd still draft Jackson Powers Johnson if the top 3 receivers are gone. Most likely we would trade back reasonably to get a day 2 and day 3 capital. Coleman does have other spot experience like base. Yeah, he could play guard as well. Yeah, I'm not completely against JPJ. I just think in terms of roster building calculus, it's a little less likely now that they would draft him. There's still a scenario where they trade down and take him in the late teens, early 20s, but if they don't beef up their edge spot, I think that would be more likely there in the first round. You get a ticket, though, Trace. Mr. Dano, what is the status of Yannick Ngakoue? Is he worth re-signing for a 1-year prove-it deal? I mean, look, if free agency dries up and there's need for an edge, I'd bring Ngakoue back for cheap. I mean, last year they gave him, what, $10 million? Half? 1 year, $5 million? I wouldn't mind that. I mean, I think it showed last year. He's definitely, his best days are behind him, but he's still only 29. I thought he started to play a little bit better after they brought in Montez Sweat. So as a rotation rusher that still has okay pass rush ability for $5 million, maybe some incentives in there, I wouldn't mind it. I don't think it's a guy you sign right now, but maybe after the draft, you still need an edge, you're still out there. Yeah, I would not be opposed. Curtis Ellis, Poles is doing his thing. You're doing your thing. You get a raffle ticket. He says, picking people the Bears can ride with in the season if necessary, but not leaving glaring needs that tip off draft selections. Best player available, bear down. Yeah, I mean, look, this is kind of what he does, right? Like, he's very calculated in how he fills holes in free agency. He doesn't want to break the bank in doing so. There will be exceptions, like he definitely overpaid for Tremaine Edmonds last year. But he wants to be flexible come draft time as well. So we'll see where that goes. I mean, if the draft was tomorrow, wide receiver is by far your biggest need, in my opinion. Like, you definitely need another pass rusher as well, but like, it's DJ Moore, Tyler Scott, and Velus Jones right now. That's your top 3. Like, that that just cannot be the case. So you're definitely going to have to beef up that position. Still need more likes, Rolly. Oh, man. Sure call. Okay. Rolly says that since yesterday we played the game for me, $5 shots when I took a bathroom break, he'll return the favor. So every $5 while Rolly is gone is a shot. So you better sprint, Rolly. And we just crossed 300 likes. He just told me he has to take a deuce, too. So he might be gone for a little while. $5 shots for Rolly. I'm taking one for 300 likes. Cheers. We'll do that beer bong race when he gets back. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to do something real quick. All right. There's 5 from Aaron Wolf, so that's one shot for Rolly. I'll go ahead and read these as these come in. Can't get them on screen until Rolly gets back. He says, because the Bears haven't picked up a defensive end, do you think they'll draft one with the 9th pick in a trade-down scenario? Maybe. I do think there's a decent chance they're going to sign DJ Wanham. Now, that wouldn't prevent you from drafting an edge if you really like one. I don't know, Aaron. I mean, if it's me, if Roma Dunze or Malik Neighbors makes it to 9, I'm drafting that player almost no matter what. I don't know if the Bears feel the same. Maybe they want an edge more than a receiver. I'm not sure, but that is what I would do. But if the receivers are gone, maybe you do end up trading down a few spots and get one of those edges. JR Production says, cheers, guys. Well, there's number 2 shot for Rolly. There's his second shot. What happens if the Bears trade the pick and the other team doesn't draft Caleb Williams? Would you be surprised? Like, what, they trade it to Washington and that team takes Drake May? That would surprise me. That would surprise me. I expect Caleb Williams to be the first overall pick, but I suppose it's possible. Definitely suppose it's possible. We have some Bulls news, by the way. If you guys want some Bulls news, Kobe White had an MRI, reveals a mild hip strain. Most improved player candidate. Could play Saturday against the Wizards, so it doesn't sound like it's too serious. So there you go. Oh, Khalil Mack is tweeting out the eye emojis. Khalil Mack tweeting out the eye emojis. What does it mean? What does it mean? Who knows? Man, y'all buried me in the $5 shots yesterday. Y'all are going to let Rolly off the hook with just 2? That is tough for me. That's a tough look for me. Tough look for me. I don't know what Mac's referring to. They restructured the other day, I thought, so I think he's sticking around with the Chargers. I do think it's about that Bosa restructuring of him coming back. I agree. That seems most likely. Seems most likely. Matthew says I'm losing faith in Ryan Poles. Don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. The Shelton signing's good. Michael Horowitz gets in. That's shot number 3. That's shot number 3. Rollbar. That's shot number 4. Shot number 4. Someone says Joe says Bears trade 9 to Seattle for 16 and Tyler Lockett, draft Latu at 16. They just restructured Lockett, Joe. That's a pretty clear signal they're not going to trade him. Pretty clear signal they're not going to trade him. Gabe, there's another shot. It's also a first-time super chat. There's another shot for Gabe. Shout out to Gabe. There's 5. There's 5. Let's go. Here we go. 6 shots, you missed 1. Hang on. Gabe is 1. Robar is 1. Michael Horowitz is 2. Michael Horowitz is 3. Oh, Tito is 4. Maybe that's the one I missed. JR is 5. Yeah, you're right. It is 6. Oh, now we're up to 8 with AJ. He also gets a raffle ticket. Up to 8 with AJ. Jay says, I'm not losing faith in Ryan Poles. I've already lost it. That's number 9 from Daniel. That's number 9 from Daniel. This could be tough for Roll Dog. This could be tough for Roll Dog. Oh, there he is. I already got 2. Oh, you're good. All right, Rolly's back. 9 shots is the damage. It started slow, but it picked up. You want to do this beer bong race first? All right, we're going to do the beer bong race. Someone said Tyler Boyd already signed today. He is not signed today. Oh, man. That's fine. Aaron Wolf. Well, 15 just came in. I'll take those. I'll take those 3. How about that? Or I'll take 2. You take an even 10, or do you want to do 5 plus a beer bong? We can negotiate with the chat. Couple 10s came in too, so we'll get those raffles in there. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. This can is compromised. Look at this. Oh, boy. God almighty. Hold my beer. Bong. Should I just do a different one? Okay, we're good? We're good? That almost, we have expensive equipment in here, so that could have been catastrophic.
I had to get to
I'm not the one who punctured this can. No, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying. It's not like I did something wrong. All right. First race of the day. Something tells me it's not going to be the last. All right. You about ready?
Sure. Oh, 5 shots in a beer bong.
He's saying, okay, so it's either 9 shots or 5 shots in a beer bong. Yes or no? Which would you rather do? So he would have to do another beer bong on top of this one. No, I'm cutting it at 9 some because that came after. I'll take the other 3. 5 in 1 beer bong or 9 shots? You guys vote. Seeing more shots right now. It's early. 5 in 1 or 9 shots? Pretty 50-50 right now, honestly. Yeah, it's leaning more shots, I think. I have to go shots. You can space them out. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. H for Harrison, R for Rowley. 3, 2, 1, go. Damn, felt good about that one too. Is there any left in here?
Oh, what is that?
It was foam. Relax. It was foam. Relax. All right. Looks like they want the 9 shot. So, Rolly, you can space that out however you need to. Hey, that's not very nice. It's not very nice. We'll flash these supers too, even though I've read most of them. Couple of tenors coming in here. Frogs in 10 minutes on ESPN. Houston TCU, you in? What's the score in this game? Yeah, I guess is the loser out, you think?
I don't know if loser.
When you're in, you could be out?
I don't know if you're
I think St.
out.
John's is out with a loss.
I don't know if you're out. Like, if everything goes your way on the bubble, you could get in, but a win, I think Seton Hall's already in, if we're going to be honest, but they're going to be, like, potentially in Dayton. Oh, yeah. Whoever wins this game is locked into being in.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right, let's sprint through some super chats. If you're just joining us, the Bears have signed center Coleman Shelton to a 1-year deal. Not flashy, not sexy, but a clear upgrade at a position of need. So, from Nick V. Boom! He says, put my son's names on that helmet. Alfie and Ace, bear down. I love that, Nick. I love that. I'm going to put you right here. Alfie and Ace. That's awesome, man.
A&A.
Alfie, Ace. Right here. I don't have the best handwriting, but it's right there. Alfie and Ace. Shout out to your sons, man. I hope they're big Bears fans. Well, maybe I shouldn't hope that. It's been a rough go.
No, I think you
gotta ride with the team though.
Yeah.
Seton Hall, that's a big 3.
I like Seton Hall, but I'd be lying to the people if I said I wouldn't want Rick Pitino back in the tournament.
Yeah, them in Dayton would be fun. Get them a standalone game.
Nah.
Get them in Dayton.
Get them straight to the 64.
Okay, let's hit some of these other supers. Nick, you also get a raffle ticket for our Bears jersey drawing. We'll make sure Rolly gets you in that. Aaron Wolf said, because the Bears haven't picked up a defensive end, do you think they'll draft? Yeah, we talked about this earlier, Aaron. Maybe, maybe not. JR Production, cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Tito said, just joined. We'll get to Tito here. He said, just joined. How's the center they just picked up? He's like an above average center is what I would say. Definitely a starter in this league. Definitely an upgrade from the Lucas Patrick, Cody Whitehair, Sam Mustipher situation we've had the last couple years. So, solid, I would say. Michael Horowitz. That was another shot for Rolly. Roll bar, appreciate it. Gabe Davia said, add another shot. We are. AJ, you get a raffle ticket. Said, I'm certain the Bears are trading down from 1 to 2 or 3 to get MHJ. We are keeping Fields and going to get an edge at 9. What makes you certain? Has Ryan Poles told you that himself? Because otherwise, you can't be certain. And neither can I, to be fair. I'm not certain. I feel confident in it, but I'm not certain. So unless Ryan Poles has told you that, it can't be certain. Daniel Lawson, we are not letting him walk out of here without help. I don't know if that's a reference to
I think it's to me.
Rolly, I think it is. Aaron Wolf says, I'm boycotting the Bulls until they trade away DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic. Bulls never going to play again. Tell Seeps and Petey that because they're having a blast watching a 500 team right now. For sure.
Not even 500. They're 32 and 34.
Yeah, not even 500. They've had some fun wins recently, but they're not a contender. Punzi, you get a raffle ticket. I'm so bummed the Bears didn't get Hunter. What do you think of them re-signing Gakwe and Wanham to get a nice rotation at edge to book him with Sweat? Not the worst idea. Get Wanham, hopefully, who's had some big games against the Bears. Gakwe, I was underwhelmed last year, but as a rotation guy, he's obviously better than Dominique Robinson, so I wouldn't mind that. I think drafting somebody at some point could make some sense too. Posey with the 20, that's a wheel spin. Is that our first? Also gets a raffle ticket. Still not happy with their selections in free agency. No way the O-line is fixed with these subpar guys. Well, the other ones are backups. Like Matt Pryor's a backup. Ryan Bates or Coleman Shelton, one of them's for sure a backup. So it's about depth in starters. Like, who are you trying to replace on the starting O-line? I mean, I guess you could say Nate Davis, but he's under contract. Like, they're not going to cut him, I don't think. So, you know, if they're going to upgrade from Braxton Jones, that would be in the draft. They're not going to spend $20 million for a left tackle. So. And it's definitely Coleman Shelton is an upgrade at center. Lucas Patrick was not it. That's just a fact. Jared Schobert.
Scoobert. I don't know. I'm going to say Scoobert.
Scobert?
Definitely Schobert.
Free agency is usually where the worst contracts are signed. Yes, I like the idea of using it for depth and not depending on it for top talent. That's how you end up in cap hell. I mean, look, you got to find a middle ground. You need to find some starters in free agency, but you shouldn't go into free agency thinking we need to get 10 starters. You're playing a dangerous game.
That is dangerous.
Like,
find a commanders.
Find a few starters, find some good depth. Maybe you spend big on 1 or 2 guys depending on the year, and then you build elite talent through the draft. So you got to find that happy medium. Obviously, the Bears only having 5 draft picks right now. That makes it a little tricky for sure. It's an interesting calculus. Jared, you get a raffle ticket. So does Draken, who also gets a wheel spin. He's been hanging out all week.
Yeah, he's been an animal.
Absolutely. I'm sticking to what I've been saying. I think they keep Fields and draft Caleb. They might. Maybe they do the both. Maybe they draft Fields. Oh, here are the projections. Rolly.
Oh,
both
he
10
doesn't. He has both in without.
It's got Nova and Providence first.
Yeah, I'm not trusting Mike DeCole.
Nova stinks. They should not.
Nova wins today. I think they get in.
They shouldn't, but they might. Do you think they win today? Kolek's out, right?
Yeah, Kolek's not playing. I think they win.
You think they wake up after yesterday's
I think yesterday was a look-ahead game. I also have a running theory, which I feel like is 100% true, that if the teams are somewhat evenly matched and one played the game day prior, and this is the other team's first game of the tournament, the team that played the day prior.
They got a little
wins.
more. They're in tournament mode.
Yeah, they already played a game. They're already loose. The other guys are just getting warmed up. Also, always take the under in those games.
Oh yeah, a lot of unders in these conference tournaments. I definitely agree with that call. Texas Tech hammered BYU.
Wow, Dolphins signing Kendall Fuller.
Oh, that's a splash.
But it's not even that much money. $16.5 for 2 years.
$8 a year for him? Wow.
Unless they're saying 6.5, unless Fowler's saying 16.5.
2 years at 16 point. That's poor wording by Fowler.
I'm assuming
Per year feels more likely, right?
At 16.5 million for 2 years at 16.5. That feels like I would read that as that's full. But
if that's the case, right. That feels like one of the biggest steals of free agency. I mean,
I would say it's the biggest.
He's not like a top tier CB1, but he's like a 1B basically.
Yeah.
Solid. Reaction to Ryan Clark's rant regarding Justin Fields. So I got some tweets about it. I have not watched it yet. I've been so busy. I haven't watched it yet. I will watch it, and I will try to get back to you guys on it. If you guys want to paraphrase what he said, please do. Draken, he's already in there, but he says, drafting Caleb, keeping Fields makes sense with Paul's strategy of competition at every position. Yes and no. Like, it does, but it doesn't. Because there's so many factors that go into it. Like, whoever wins that job, do you want the starter constantly looking over his shoulder? Do you want to create that division within the fan base, potentially the locker room? Like, there's a lot of factors when it comes into that position. So, I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. I'm not against it. I don't think it's sustainable long term. Maybe for this year it works fine, but I don't.
Schefter just quoted it and said, "Big move for Miami." So no clarification.
That phrasing is horrific.
I think it's for total, Harrison.
2 years at. That's the only contract I've seen tweeted like that.
I think that's total.
That's shocking if that's the case. Let's see what PFF had.
Maybe the cornerback market just stinks because, like, listen, it's been moving slow. And if top guy gets 16.5.
I'll be honest, at 16.5, if I'm the Chiefs, I would have just rescinded L'Jarius Sneed and given Kendall Fuller that money, who they've had before.
Yeah.
Let me see. What did PFF have his – I mean, Kendall Fuller's been around. They projected 13.3 a year.
So that would be $5
million less?
But, like, think about it. If it's the other way around, it's $3 million more per year.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know which one's worse. Harrison.
Cheeto Awuzie got 12 a year. He is not Kendall Fuller. Did the Titans just fuck that? Like,
They also gave Calvin Ridley 23, so.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Maybe that is what it is. That's amazing. Michael, again, what do you think about my Illini's chance of winning March Madness? Outside shot. Like, I'd say after, like, the top 5 or 6, they're in there.
I wouldn't give them a top 10 chance.
Yeah, I think they're a Sweet 16, Michael. I think they're a second weekend team. Maybe in the right draw they could get to the Elite 8, but the Final Four would surprise me.
Yeah, I would agree.
One more 50, and we have another beer bong race, by the way. Kevin, Mitchie, do you think Tyson Bagent can be a starter? Not right now, and probably not. I think he can be a good backup, though. And the more I thought about it, I do think he's still currently QB2 over Brett Rypien. I think Rypien is the new Peterman. But, yeah, that's where I'm at.
First timer as well.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shout out to Kevin. We caught up?
Yep.
All right. Hit that subscribe button. Can we get to 89,400 today? 59 more subs? Let's make it happen. You want to start taking some of these shots down?
Still waiting for some clarification on Fuller, but it's just not coming.
Maybe it's just what you said. It's 2 for 60.5. I don't know. Seems weird. If it makes you feel better, the fact that you owe these 9 shots, I'm going to have to go to the restroom soon, so you could get some payback here potentially.
But yeah, it feels like something that will.
I'm going to take these other shots that I said I'd take.
I forgot that St. John's has Naheem Ali, and every time I walk him, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he's there.
I'll take those extra 3.
All right, I might as well get started.
All right, cheers.
1.
Yeah, if that's the price for Kendall Fuller, I think that's one of the steals of free agency.
2.
Maybe it is on the cheaper end because Miami doesn't have great cap flexibility, I don't think. I'll tell you what, man. The Johnnies have been kind of rolling since Rick Pitino called out his team. Might have worked. Might have worked. Dude, 22-6 in the paint. That's a big three. That's a big three.
4.
We can flip over at halftime, by the way. We can just watch the end of this half. Aaron Wolf, I have no idea how you guys drink like that. I don't drink much outside of work. Like, that's why the first day or two I was struggling, because the last couple months I've not been drinking hardly at all. Oh, DeAndre Swift at the podium.
Name the next free agent the Bears should sign. Probably going to see a lot of Curtis Samuels or Tyler Boyd in the chat.
That'd be nice. I could see them signing DJ Wanham if the meeting goes well tonight, this afternoon, whenever it is. Someone says Clowney. I'd be in for that. He has at least one. He's visiting Carolina today, I believe.
Carolina's really searching for that pass rusher to replace Brian Burns.
Yeah. Mike Williams. From
Sources are telling
Perry,
me it's
Beasley,
going to be Chase Young.
To Carolina?
Yeah.
Isn't he visiting the Saints too?
Yes.
Tom Brady from Miguel. Bino says Mike Will. Eric Armstead. I'd be in on Armstead. I kind of think he's going to Houston, though, to reunite with D'Amico Ryans. Could be wrong, but.
I'm seeing some Hunter
Paul
Renfrows.
Crew. That's good stuff. That's
seeing
good
some
stuff.
Hunter Renfrows.
I'm not in on Renfro. I mean, if it's dirt cheap, sure, but
Cam Newton, like it. Good signing.
Cam Newton. Curtis Samuel, Denzel Washington, Bobby Boucher, yes.
Adam Schefter.
Adam Schefter says chat.
Well, then you'll know everything what's going on around the league, so I think that actually might be
Any
a good
Bears
signing.
cap update? I think it's 40-something million. I don't know the exact number. Maybe around 40 million after this Shelton signing, but I don't know how much this deal is. Don't know what the cap hit is, so few cap contracts that we don't know yet.
Harrison, I'm telling you this right now. I know this is a Bears show, but if the Patriots do not sign Tyron Smith, I will have zero faith in this front office.
What if J.J. McCarthy ends up? Are you actually handing in your fan card?
Yes,
Well,
I will not be.
You'll officially be the Bears will be your top team?
Now I'll transfer to Drake May.
What if the Bears draft Drake May?
Then it will be them.
I don't think they will, but what if they do? John Ellis with the $5 super chat. If you were Ryan Poles, would you trade a day 3 pick for Treylon Burks or pay Mike Williams around $10 million a year? Oh, if it's $10 million, I'll go Mike Williams over Treylon Burks. Treylon Burks has not shown hardly anything. Have you done any of those shots, by the way?
I took 4. Come
Took
on,
4?
man. You give me no help around here.
5. Did you see what I did yesterday? I did 10 plus 2 beer bongs.
But you're just out here saying
I
that I
did
didn't
3.
take any shots.
I was asking. I'm not saying, I was asking. And I did 3 that came in just after the buzzer that I could have put on you. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Put that on me, Ricky Bobby. All right, well, you could return the favor. I actually have to run to the restroom as well. That Hawaiian food kind of went straight through me.
Well,
It was pretty good, though.
I had to take a poo myself. That happened.
Tough scene. You could catch up everybody on free agency, just other moves that are going on. And, yeah, y'all can bury me if y'all want.
We're going to bury Harrison. $5 shots for when Harrison is gone. Let's bury him. Let's send him to oblivion, folks. I owe shots. Yes, I know this. I owe 5 more. I took 4. But I want to get Harrison messed up. Come on. Get it in. Let's fire him up. Let's get him rocked. I'm already rocked. A bonger and 4 shots is starting to hit me a little bit here, folks. Who's going to get the first $5? Who's going to get us started? Take all 5 and I'll donate 50 now. Am I putting 5 shots on the line for 50? Because what if I do it and you don't? What if you don't? What if you befuddle me? All right, we're on the board with a $5 super chat from Draken. I got 5 on it. Aaron Wolf, the Patriots going to be horrible years. Oh, just like the Bears. I'm sorry, it was uncalled for, but Aaron Wolf started it. He started it. Get him lit. That's 2 shots. Let's go, let's go, let's go. JR. No, we showed that, JR. We showed that $10. We showed it. I know for a fact we showed it. I know for a fact. I know for a fact. That's 3 shots for Harrison. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Turn it up, 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 turn it up. JR, yeah, you said here's 2 more. I showed that. I remember that. We're at 4 shots thanks to Kevin. Mitchie. Justin Fields for president. Justin Fields for president would be something. That would be something. Seeing Howell climbing back in this game, 39-36. Ooh, how many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots for Harrison. Someone who is Tom. Someone who is Tom. And another one. Make it 6 with Jake. FGB. 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 Excuse me. 7 with Edward. Why do I feel like all of our signings have been mid? I don't know. Maybe. They re-signed Jaylon Johnson. That's a big signing. DeAndre Swift's a good one. It's not crazy, but it's a good one. So we got 7 right now. Aaron Wolf says, I hope JF1 goes to Pats. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Enrique with a first timer to make it 8 shots for Harrison. My opinion is with the Bears, we'll trade the number 1 pick due to the fact they only have 5 picks. Ryan said he wants to build within the draft. Well, Enrique, that's fine. But I am going to disagree with you, Enrique. But maybe you're right. And maybe I'm wrong. Make it 9 shots for Gerald, man. Drink one for me on my 3rd 12-hour shift in a row right now. Dang, Gilda, man. You out there grinding. It's like us over here. It's like us. 3 12-hour shifts. Oh, DeAndre Swift at the podium said, I've always been a Justin Fields fan. I'm sure you guys won't overreact to that whatsoever. I'm sure you guys won't overreact to that whatsoever. Make it 11 shots from Sam Rojas. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. How many is that now? I think that is 11. I just want to make sure, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I miscounted. We're at 10. We're now at 11. Thanks to someone who is Tom. Take that, Harrison. Oh, another one. Now we're at 12. Amari Atterbury. Actually, let me recount, because I feel like I am all over the place. It started with Draken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it.
Why does this always happen to me?
I got 5
12?
on it. 12 shots.
I may have to negotiate here.
Ooh, negotiation.
How about
my negotiations were not heard.
Yeah. All right, what else? How about this? You guys make me other offers. If it's 12, it's 12. But you want to do some combination of beer bongs?
No negotiation.
No negotiations. You're going down. These guys are ruthless, Rolly.
Timber, you're heading down. I should have told you to get me more tequila because this bottle's almost out. Started low.
I think you're saying that so they could have peppered me some more.
No, I should have said it before.
Oh.
I owe 5 more. I got the small Patron bottle today, and I don't know if you could tell with the dimensions.
Well, there's more out there if it comes to it.
There is not a lot in here. So 4 more.
All right, so a couple notes from DeAndre Swift's press conference he said he's always been a Justin Fields fan, says Fields is his guy, has not heard from Justin since he signed with the Bears, which was 3 days ago. I don't know if there's anything to take from that, but a couple interesting quotes. Got a good game here. Seton Hall making a push here. Are you caught up? Is that your last one?
Last one inbound.
All right. Well, RC says 13. Beer bonged the 12 shots, so I don't know if I could do that. What color do you want your casket? These guys are ruthless.
They want you to die, man.
Take a beer bong topless.
Jeremiah.
One shirtless beer bong instead? That's all it takes?
Jeremiah.
I'll do that. I'll do that right now. One shirtless beer bong. You guys can see my dad bod in full form, if that's what you would prefer.
Jeremiah.
Liam says yes. No deal from Draken. 8 Boilermakers. That's worse than 12 shots.
What's a Boilermaker? Zach Edey.
With shots. Do a poll? All right. All right, hang on here. All right. You guys decide. Poll is up. I still think 12 shots is going to win.
50-50.
It's getting close.
I do wonder why they would want to see a shirtless beer bong.
Yeah, I mean, that's easier for me.
But I'm just curious on why they would.
I don't know.
It's an interesting thing.
I mean, this is peak male physique here. What, you don't agree? 2 bongs, 5 shots. I would do 2 bongs, 5 shots. Just regular, though. Show us that dad bod.
It's 52% in favor of the 12 shots.
51%.
Now it's 50-50.
All right, at 200 votes, whatever's in the lead is what we'll do.
We are 50 votes away.
At 200 votes, that is what we will
12 shots
do.
holds the lead with 50 votes to go. I'm going to go play by play. 39 votes to go. It's 52-48. 30 votes to go. It's 52-48.
I think it's 12 shots. I think I'm cooked.
14 likes away. It's 52-48.
I'm cooked.
12 likes away. It's 52. 3 likes away. It's 51-49. 200 likes.
Yep,
it's
I'm done.
52-48.
It's all
be
she wrote.
The Shotinators.
It's all she wrote.
It will be the shots.
They want to kill me, Rolly. They'd rather this be the last Bears Now live stream ever. No, I can handle it. It's gonna be tough, but
Ooh, 4 Irish car bombs. I am going to hammer the Irish car bombs on Saturday.
For St. Patty's Saturday?
Well, it's Sunday.
Is that when they're celebrating
Saturday
it here in Dallas?
When we're partying, so.
What's the move? Where are y'all going? Just
I don't know.
somewhere. It doesn't matter.
I don't drink outside of work often either, fellas. But when it comes around to these days, like.
All right, let's hit these super chats, and then I'll start rallying.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever talked about Jeremiah's. It's been on screen
Risk
for a
of
year,
keeping
but
Fields is greater. I agree. As weird as that sounds. Because if you pass on Caleb and you keep Fields and he doesn't take a big jump, then then you're a year further. It's like you have to – what do you do? Have you picked up Fields' fifth-year option? Are you re-signing Justin if you didn't? Are you paying him big money? Yeah, I think it's actually safer to draft Caleb, as crazy as that may seem. All right, Aaron Wolf. Time for podcast from the toilet puke bowl. I was puke bowl last week because I had this bad stomach virus. That was a rough go. That was a rough go. What color do you want your casket? Black for death, Amari. Black for death. NRG, bro, he gets a raffle ticket. This narrative that we have to take Caleb is false. I've never said that, to be clear. There are multiple paths to success. I have said that, to be clear. As long as the Bears win, that's the goal that I have also said, to be clear. That's what matters, including keeping Justin Fields, but we need a center and a better wide receiver. Well, they just signed a center, NRG, bro. I've said it. I think there are paths to success for Justin. I just think there's paths. I think the chance to reach the biggest bar of success of winning a Super Bowl is higher if you reset. That's all. I've never once said if you keep Justin, this team can't be successful. You find where I've said that. And I'm not saying you're pointing that out to me, but I've never said you have to take Caleb. I've said I would take Caleb. That's what I think they should do. But it's not all or nothing for me. Amari, real talk though. How's the wife and kid? How you feeling knowing they haven't been feeling good? They're feeling better, luckily, so that's good. But it's not fun when all three are sick. All three of us were sick at the same time, so that was not fun. They went to the zoo yesterday, so they had a good time there. They're actually at the aquarium today, the Dallas Aquarium. My son PJ is going to love that. He's like real into animals right now. He like speed crawls around the house trying to catch our cat. Not quite fast enough yet. Not quite fast enough yet. But, it's good, man. Appreciate it. Someone, I want to see Daddy Bear Harrison. It wasn't quite enough, someone. It's 52-48. I would have preferred that, honestly. I would have preferred that. NRG again.
But Agent sent a 10. We got you on the raffle ticket.
We got you, Agent, for the raffle. NRG, not saying you said it, honestly, in general. I got you, NRG, yeah. I just want to make that clear because I feel like people have painted me into this anti-Fields guy just because I said I would draft Caleb. That's not it. Like, I feel like anyone that's listened to me for 3 years knows I'm a big Justin Fields fan. You could be a big fan of somebody and still think there's a better avenue. So, that's all. All right, I'm going to go 4 shots here. Take down 4 of them. Rolly can run you guys through the Super Chat menu.
Yeah, our Super Chat menu is as follows. It was the same as yesterday. $10 gets you a raffle ticket for a Bears jersey. Now, what is the Bears jersey, you ask? Well, it's your choice. You get to just choose between the color, the size, the player. It could be Justin Fields. It could be DJ Moore. It could be Montez Sweat. It could be whatever you want. $20 we spin the wheel, which we actually owe a pair of those.
A few of those.
We'll do that in a second. $50 a beer bong, which I actually also think one of us.
We owe one. I was waiting. If we get another 50, we'll do a race. But if not, we'll take one down.
$100 gets you into the Bears Now Helmet Hall of Fame. Little white puppy, get an orange sticker on there as we look to fill that out for the entire offseason. And every 1,000, we do a boot. We're at 650, so we're 350 away from our first boot of the day. So.
Yeah, we're already at 650. So shout out to all of you.
We'll get to those wheel spins.
Yeah, 2 wheel spins here, and then keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I wonder what the point spread in this game is.
Has it started yet?
About to tip off. Houston 11.5. That's probably about right. All right. 5 jumping jacks. Better than a shot.
Yeah, so you can live with that. Other spin. I
really don't need a drinking one here.
Mason, I will say.
Get it. Go! God, that's tough.
Mason.
I'm going to go ahead and do 3 here because that means I get to.
I usually watch the Players' Championship. It's actually my favorite tournament. That's not a major.
It's like the 5th major.
They call it the 5th major, but it truly is my favorite tournament that isn't one of the big 4. But no, it's conference tournament season, unfortunately. So, bada bing, bada boom. Ooh, that's a cool angle. Look at this.
Ooh, there you go.
Looks like you're on the water.
Yeah. I wish I was on the water. That sounds nice. That's where you were a couple weeks ago. All right, I'm halfway done. Taking 7 with one of those being the wheel spin. Oh, 6 more. Oh, 6 more. How much for a shirtless beer bong from Harrison? What do you think is a fair price?
That's your man. It's your body, man.
What would you do for a Rolly shirtless beer bong? This was on heat.
You're not trapping me.
If you're on heat, $100, did I get it done on heat? You can ponder that while we get to Sammy King here, which is another
I'll
wheel spin.
ponder that.
Grade the offseason so far. A, B, C, D, or F. Sammy King says, I got a shot for that. Help you realize that keeping Justin Fields is a stat that helps you realize keeping Fields is a bad idea. These shots are kicking in. Since entering the league in 21, Justin's been the worst fourth quarter quarterback in the league, worst QBR, most interceptions, 16 worst completion percentage. Let's move on. Yeah, look, his fourth quarter stats as a passer in particular have not been good. It's well documented. I don't think that's all on him, but again, it's part of the evaluation. I mean, and again, like I keep saying this, like if the Bears didn't have the #1 pick, I wouldn't feel this way. Like, I still think there is an avenue to success with Justin. I just think it makes sense to take Caleb Williams. That's all. It's not anti-Justin. It really isn't. Want to spin the wheel for Sammy here?
Yeah, we can spin.
Little spin. I guess that was the Kendall Fuller deal, by the way. I mean, no one clarified that situation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh,
I feel like we've been getting a lot of this.
All right.
Now, I'll say this. The follow Rolly on Twitter, I only think I have it on there once, maybe twice, but
It's hit a couple times.
it's hit every day.
Hit a couple times. All right, go give Rolly a follow. He'll pepper the chat with the link at Nick_Roloff.
Everybody who follows me in the next minute, I'm giving you a follow back.
Let's go. Give him a follow.
Links in the live chat.
Links in the chat. Go follow Rolly. He'll follow you back.
Great pass.
All right, they're going to bury those. It's going to be a long day. Give Nick a follow.
Next level SEO. Ooh.
Interesting username.
Maybe we should hire him.
Can you drink beer bongs?
Randall.
My alma mater is
Fields
underway in
go.
the Big 12 tournament,
Michael.
TCU Houston. I'll be keeping tabs on this.
Von 15.
What did you make of the Desmond Ridder trade?
That was wacky. Logan.
Player for player?
Daniel. Let's see.
Oh, good
We have some
pass.
time left.
Miller for 3.
Thomas MC.
Justin is your QB. I like Justin. I don't think he'll be the starter
Give it
here.
another 20
but I like him.
seconds.
I do like him a lot. Continue to follow Rolly. Use styling powder. I usually use this hairspray, but once this news came in, I just wanted to get live. So
Ricky.
no
Todd,
product today.
Augustin. Cool Beans. Showtime.
No product today. This could be ugly, Rolly. Let's get ready for the tournament. Punched our ticket yesterday. Let's call it a week. Marvin Harrison Jr., stop overthinking it. I'm not overthinking it. I'm taking Caleb Williams. I'm not overthinking it.
Facts.
That's your opinion. You're not overthinking it. We have different opinions. No problem with that. Just because I'm not saying to draft the guy you want doesn't mean I'm overthinking it. Job application. Go to my Twitter bio, actually. We do have a job posting right now at HGramNFL.
We have 2.
Well, yeah, technically we do. If you want to go vote or work in our Cincinnati office, I have a opening there too. Oh, my God. If this goes in, it might be over.
So poor game plan from Jamie Dixon early. They keep on doubling the post, and it's just getting rotated around to open three-point shooters. Now, if you want to make Houston beat you from three, sure, but they're very capable of doing that.
You got to pick your poison. They're 28-3 for a reason.
By the way, UConn just absolutely hammering Xavier earlier today.
Is it over?
Yeah, they did about 27.
Xavier's officially done. Oh, offensive boards. Oh, stuffed.
Jesus.
This could get ugly.
This is going to get ugly.
We beat them in the only game this year. I do not expect to
this
sweep
guy's
them.
just been being peppered with three-point attempts.
Grade the offseason, A, B, C, D, or F. There you go. That's a good kick out. Can't make a shot. Ray McLeod to the Falcons. Is that right?
Yeah, 2-year deal worth up to $6 million.
I know these aren't like big receivers, but like they've added 3 in the last 2 days.
You can virtually lock in they are not going wide receiver.
I wouldn't say for sure, but I don't think they are. I think
After trading for Rondell Moore, I actually think it's a lock.
he hadn't done much, but yeah,
I think they envision him to be their speedy slot guy.
Yeah.
You got London and Darnell on the outside.
Yeah, I mean Mooney plays.
And you still got
play
Kyle
inside
Pitts,
and
who
out.
acts as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Young James with the super chat. We'll get to
What's
you
up,
here.
young man?
Oh, it's a first timer. That's right. He says, "Did we spin for Sammy King?"
Yeah.
That's right.
That's how we got.
Love the show, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. Appreciate it, young James. Appreciate you tuning in.
I do love the people in the chat that says grading the offseason. He goes, A, if they trade the number 1 pick, which they will. Like, yes. 1,000% certainty they're going to trade the number 1 pick.
I mean, it's not a 0% chance, I suppose, but it is not very high, I don't think.
It's a good move. Tough shot, but it was a good move.
Yeah. Jameer's solid.
That's tough.
Jeez, man, there's a lid on the basket.
Yeah, this is ugly.
Enrique with the super chat. I mean, if that was a double clutch reverse layup, that should have gone. 0-9. I mean, we've gotten like multiple second chance looks too. My opinion, Marvin Harrison is a generational talent you can't pass up on. I think he's a great talent too. I would actually tend to agree that he's a generational talent. I just think you got to get the quarterback. That's all. I think Marvin Harrison, Rolly and I are on record. I think he is the safest, most sure thing in this draft.
He's the best player in the draft.
Yeah. The thing is, though, if you get a quarterback that hits, that's going to have – can you make a goddamn layup? Like, seriously.
This one's going in. That was actually an offensive foul.
Missed
oh, my
it.
God, he missed it anyway.
Unbelievable. But yeah, again, if the quarterback hits, that's going to have a larger impact. Skeptor – oh, my God, I stepped on my cord here. What do you think about the Bears drafting Williams and keeping Fields as an optional throwing running back? That would be something we've never seen in the NFL. Dude, 9-0. Jesus. That's not going to happen. They could keep him, but they're not going to make him a running back that occasionally throws the ball from a running back position. It's not flag football.
Flag football.
This isn't even bad defense for us. Just can't even score.
Do you guys trust Poles and Eberflus, though? Or do you trust them to make the right decision? Do y'all?
I mean, I do think they're going to draft the QB at 1, which is what I would do. So I think that's, in that regard, yes. I still have a long way to go on Eberflus. I trust that he's a good defensive coach. We know he can coach defense. I think Poles, for the most part, has been pretty good. Fritz says Poles, yes. Eberflus, no. Jamal says trust. So does Brand Lee, Miguel, Chastity, SB Gaming, Daniel Lawson. Justin says no. Tyler says or don't. So does Justin. Enrique says trust. Nope. Ownership blows from Glenn. Yeah, it's tough. Tough.
I didn't know Mac Jones was speaking to the media today. That is something.
Wait, what's happening?
Mac Jones spoke to the media in Jacksonville. Like, do they normally do that?
Oh, in Jacksonville.
Like, I get it. But, like, he's going to be a backup
Former
quarterback.
first-round pick. It's not shocking, but, yeah, it is a bit weird. Jamal says, yeah, you would think you would just hear from him at, like, OTAs or something.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
you need an introductory presser for the backup
quarterback. It's kind of wild.
And maybe if it's like Joe Flacco or something like that.
Not even.
Yeah. Tyler says don't. Sedated says trust. Mike says trust. Kevin says trust.
I will say, Harrison, we talked about this a lot. I thought the wide receiver market was really going to start moving after the Calvin Ridley signing, and that just has not been the case. Like, Marquise Brown's still out there, Tyler Boyd, Curtis Samuel. I'll say this. It doesn't also seem like Tyler Boyd is really someone that Ryan Poles is targeting.
Yeah, there really hasn't been chatter. I mean, I've talked about it because I would like Tyler Boyd, but
there's just a lot of
chatter. East Coast, Midwest, like keep AFC North. Like
I've heard the Steelers.
He's from Pittsburgh. Or he went to college at Pitt. I don't know if he's actually from there.
I've heard the Jets. I've heard the Chiefs.
Yeah. The Bears tend to go for more speed at those secondary receivers too, and that's not really his game. So maybe they're just like, that's not the type of number 3 we want. I just think he's steady. Like, you know what you're getting. Look, I'd love Curtis Samuel. Like, if you end up with Curtis Samuel, that would be nice.
Devo Miller with a $10 super chat. Shout out to Devo.
I don't know if Marshall is fake quoting Saquon, but apparently Saquon, I don't know if Marshall's trolling or not, but apparently Saquon said, I don't think I handled it the right way on social media. I could have given a proper goodbye. I could see him saying that. Oh, well. Devo, you get in. $10. Appreciate it, Devo. We're $10 away from 700, which means we're $310 away from 1,000, which is a beer boot. How many jersey raffle tickets we got?
18.
18. All right. Still got room for some more. $10, free jersey to the winner. Free jersey to the winner. I was starting to work on a mock draft when this news broke, so I was hoping to film that live today, but I think we'll probably just have to film it non-live because it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
Kind of a bummer. Are your Patriots going to do anything today? Someone says, I trust new Scruffy Flus. I trust him more than old Flus. That's a fact.
I'll say this. I don't think the Patriots make a move today. They should, though.
Tyron Smith, is that what you want?
Yeah, I mean, they need to sign someone.
Would you take Mike Williams?
Yeah, of course.
It's been quiet around him. Like, I haven't heard a single team linked to him yet. It's kind of weird. For someone whose market was supposed to be robust. Now, it's still early, but, oh, my God, they came in and inbound the ball. Oh,
Going
Jesus.
5 minutes without scoring is brutal.
I mean, how many of those have been layups? I know they're contested, but probably 4.
Yeah.
Houston's so good defensively, dude. They just don't give up easy shots.
That's good.
Oh, my God.
That's got to go.
That's long, too. Shot clock
Can't get it
violation.
off.
Jesus. Wow. Patriots are taking Fields today.
This guy,
from Evil.
by the way, this evil guy has been saying that for the past 48 hours.
Eh?
All he does is
insider.
Spam the chat about the Patriots trading 34 for Fields.
He's an insider.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, they're not getting 34. They're not getting 34. God, Houston's a wagon. How did we beat this team? Someone with the 5. What's with all the Fields love? The league just showed us how good he is. No one wants him. If he was good, they would be bidding wars. Yeah, I mean, I think teams are interested in him as a backup. But, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a team that wants him as a starter emerge yet. I mean, that's got to be a foul. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they called it. Thank God. Yeah, I mean, look, I disagree with some of these teams on some quarterbacks they're choosing over him, but at the same time, they are. So, like, it is what it is, Maine. Daniel Lawson, you get a raffle ticket. That gets us over 700, by the way. Please go in. This is on. I kind of want this to continue at this point. How long can TCU basketball go without scoring? It's 6.5 minutes.
Does TCU score before the 10-minute mark?
Yes. They'll have 3 points at the 10-minute mark. Oh, my God. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Take a fucking timeout, Jamie.
It's almost time to go back to Big East basketball.
Yeah, we're getting close.
It's
I love
fair.
Caleb, but I love Marvin Harrison Jr. and potentially Adunze more. You could get Adunze still. You might be able to get him.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. Like, I love Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's probably the best pure prospect. But if Caleb hits or Drake or Daniel, whoever they draft, if they go that route, it's going to have a bigger impact. It just is. You can find other receivers. It's hard to find a franchise quarterback. You know how I know that? Because the Bears have basically never had one. Ever. So you got to keep trying. Could Justin become that? Maybe. But we should have more reason to think he can than we do through 3 years. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and do that beer bong from earlier.
Okay.
Unless someone wants to send in a 50 real quick so I don't have to drink alone. That way Rolly can join me. I'll give you guys about a minute or so on that. Will the Bears trade Justin Fields? T for trade or K for keep? Look at what he's had to work with G's. I've said that a million times. I've said he's gotten screwed. I've said that Luke Getsy was a bad hire. I've said that the wide receivers, other than DJ Moore in his 3 seasons, haven't been good. I've said the offensive line hasn't been good. But he also has to hold some blame. Like, it can't just – Mac Jones, who I think Justin Fields is far better than, to be clear, had to play a whole season under Matt fucking Patricia calling plays. A guy who's not even an offensive coach. Like, Justin Fields is not the first quarterback to have bad surroundings.
And by the way, Max had, out of the 3, Justin Fields better, yes, but
Max had the better
best
year.
season.
Max rookie year was better than any year Fields has had. Now, I don't think anyone in the NFL thinks Mac is better than Fields right now, but that is true.
I think we're gonna hit the 10-minute mark.
This is unbelievable. 0 for 14.
You guys are just the same thing over and over again.
Well, it's clearly a strategy. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it.
And they should have switched. That's my point. It's a bad strategy.
Well, if you don't score, it doesn't matter what your strategy is. Jake Deek with the 10, who we'll get to in a second. Beamer, could it just be polls? It's just not listening to calls? Guys, I refuse to believe that tons of teams have called the Bears about Justin Fields and the Bears are just hanging up the phone. Like, why would we? What evidence do we have that would make us think that's what's happening here? I feel like there would be hardcore reporting of, yeah, the Bears are getting a ton of calls and they're not interested in trading Justin. We've heard Ian Rappaport loosely say that they're not actively shopping him, but that's not the same thing. 0 for 14 from the field. It's unbelievable. I mean, I kind of want to lose anyway because I don't think the seeding's going to change that much. But, like, can we score a fucking basket? Someone hoosed him. Brock, greater than rushing edge if receivers gone at 9. I was with you until they added a quality tight end too in Gerald Everett. I love Brock Bowers. If they trade down from 9 and he's still there later, sure. But at 9, I would rank it one of the wide receivers and then whatever order, trade down, edge, offensive tackle. That's how I would rank it. Jake Deek, you get a raffle ticket. Boys, what are the odds that we sign Hollywood Brown? I'll give it 1 Smoking Jay. Add some good speed, young player, fits scheme with mobile quarterbacks. Also, how about drafting Cedric Van Pran? Still could happen. Obviously, signing Coleman Shelton maybe throws a wrench into the center plans in the draft, but it was only a 1-year deal, so I wouldn't completely dismiss it. I would like Van Pran in the middle round still potentially, so yeah, I wouldn't completely rule that out. Mark Olson, draft Caleb Williams, keep Fields, have Fields play the first half of the game, have Williams play the second half, takes care of Fields' fourth quarter easy. I think there's a little sarcasm in there, but yeah, that's just not how teams operate, obviously. Although there was kind of a stretch during Tua's rookie year where Fitzpatrick was like the closer. Do you remember that? But that was more of they were just benching Tua because he was struggling. Julius Thompson gets a raffle ticket. He says, is it not possible that Justin hasn't been moved because the Bears don't want to move him? Ryan Poles did say in his press conference. all offers are on the table. That includes keeping Justin. Yeah, it's possible, but here's what I'll say. And this is a combination. I would call this an informed opinion.
DJ Reader to the Lions.
DJ Reader to the Lions. Damn. I would call this a informed opinion based on Pole's tone and word choice last year this time, which, by the way, he traded the number 1 pick before free agency last year. I think that's significant in this discussion. And compared to what he has said this year. I think if the Bears had received a really good offer for Justin Fields, he would have been traded by now. That's my opinion. Can I say it's 100% fact? No, I can't, because I'm not in those rooms when those calls or lack of calls have been made. That's just what I think. Dylan Baker, Justin is QB1. Right now, that is a factual statement. Maybe it'll continue to be that way. Who knows? You get a raffle ticket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if TCU can score, Rolly. It's 16-0. Man, this is just... Do you think Houston in these timeouts are like, let's not let them score?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, my fucking God, dude.
He had him, too. Before he passed it,
he had the pump.
If he jumped into him, he had him on the foul.
Dixon is he is so pissed, dude. Dave O'Dowd, as much as Neighbors would be nice for this team, I don't see us keeping number 9. The draft is too deep at receiver. We need more interior help. I've made my stance clear. If Neighbors or Odunze is at 9, I would that would be the decision I would make. What's Beamer saying?
It's just wrong.
You missed Amanda and Jacob's super chat. Was that while I was gone?
No, we talked about this.
I actually don't know if we did.
I will fucking put my entire life that this was on this camera.
Okay, relax. I'm not calling anybody out. Let's just flash it again real quick. Get the raffle ticket for Amanda and Jacob. You're in there.
I already wrote it down.
Get me in the raffle. Oh, okay. Nick, I'm not accusing you of anything. Relax. What do you think about the Commanders and all their free agent moves? It's been crazy to see they are among the most. I see they're an example of they're going too off the rails with free agency. That's too much. If you want to say Ryan Poles isn't doing enough, that's fine. But the Commanders are trying to build an entire roster through free agency, and that gets you in trouble. All right. Well, TCU doesn't score in the next minute. I might just call it a day. Let's get to 350 here. 3 more subs. 89350. 89350. They missed another shot. My goodness. DJ Reader, I'm not seeing money yet. 2-year deal with the Lions. Oh, I forgot he tore his quad last year. But looks like the medical checked out. All right. Well, I guess I owe 6 more shots still, so I'm going to do those. We're all good, Amanda. No one's fault. Miscommunication. Not a big deal. We can move on. Everybody can move on. The Dolphins are going to sign Benito Jones. Okay. 2 years, $27.25 million for DJ Reader. Number 7. Number 8. No, we scored just before 10 minutes. Number 9. God, this sucks. Number 10. Number 11. Number 12. All right, I think we should do this since there's not much happening with the Bears currently. Let's do a last call for jersey raffle. We'll get to this 20 from K Beatty. If you want to get in on the jersey raffle, $10 super chat to get in, and we'll throw 5 minutes on the clock like we have been the last couple of days. 5 minutes to get in there, and then we'll do the raffle, and we'll call it a day here. KBD says, I want a jersey, but can we get a side bet on 10.5 first half points? What are we at, 4 now? Scored twice in a row? 16-4? I'll take over. We'll score 7 points the rest of the way, but it's going to be less than 20. It's probably going to be less than 20. Jake Deek, am I in the raffle? You should be if you send in 10. KBD, you get in there. We'll spin the wheel for you as well. Once that timer runs out, we'll do the drawing, and we will call it. What does Jake Deek get here to? It is going to be close. Shot for Rolly. I'll do my beer bong since I owe that still.
I guess I'll just take this fireball. I don't want to go out there and grab more tequila.
Yeah, probably your last one, so fuck it. All right. Fireball for Rolly. Oh my fucking God, dude. This is some ugly hoops, man. Ugly stuff here. Jugal Lotus gets in. Shout out to you, Jugal Lotus, as Rolly takes down his shot. Oh, man. Jugal Lotus, I'll take a bag of Doritos for Fields. If I win, can I hold out for a Williams jersey? You can. We don't know if they're, I mean, if they don't draft him, I guess we could choose a different jersey at that time. Yeah, you can. That's fine. Or you can hold out for whoever they draft. See, this is like too far though. Like, you guys, why is everybody so extreme? Like, it's either I would take a bag of Doritos or he's the best QB in the NFL. It's like there's no in between. I think it's somewhere in the middle. Monty, you get in there. Monty, language big guy. I don't even know what I said. Apologies if I said anything y'all don't like. Defense has actually been good. That's what's brutal about this half. Radness personified. Dude, what are you doing, Jameer? What do you make of the Caleb Williams drama with canceling team visit? He didn't cancel. They settled on a different date. It feels like he is trying to force the Bears to pass on him while saying the right things to keep the media happy. I guess he might be doing that. I don't think that's what's happening, but I'm not in Caleb Williams' brain, so I don't know. Jake V, first-timer. He also gets a raffle ticket. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, man. 2 minutes. $10 to get in. $10 to get in. It's not just my show. Not just my show.
A lot of first-time Super Chats coming in.
Yeah, a lot of first-timers. Appreciate the love and the support, guys. We're $140 from a beer boot. If you want to rally for that before we get out of here. Aiden says, if Fields is traded, what teams do you think would take him? I mean, I think a lot of teams would like him as a backup. I think Seattle makes sense. Maybe the Giants still get involved. Do the Falcons bring him in as a backup now after trading Desmond Ridder? I guess they might just go with Taylor Heineke. I think I would have said the Jets before they signed Tyrod Taylor. The Broncos are the one team as a starter, but I don't think Sean Payton wants him. New Orleans maybe after losing Jameis Winston as a backup for Derek Carr. I like Seattle the most if he's not going to start somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's not a lot of guaranteed money for DJ Reader. It's worth up to 27.25, but only 9 guaranteed.
Only 9 guaranteed, so not even a year worth. Wow, that's interesting. Maybe that quad injury scared teams off. Shane Link, that's a wheel spin. Harrison and Rolly, 1 entry each. He's buying us in the race, Rolly. Shout out to Shane Link. Gabe Davia, bear down. You're in, Gabe. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right, final 10 seconds. We got Sykes coming in there too.
And Tyler Scoff, first-timer.
Scoff as well. Man, oh man. Shout out Sykes. I don't understand why this fan base is always divided, whoever we have. Yeah, I just want to win. I'm just giving you my opinion on what I think is the best avenue to doing so. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can
Corey
live with
Davis, who stepped away from football in August, has applied for reinstatement to the NFL.
Jets will release him. That's interesting.
But he could return
1,
to New
2,
York, is what it says.
3, 4, 5. That's interesting. I forgot he retired. I got to be honest. Biggest of daddies. Just my opinion. Frankly, hope I'm wrong, but I think CB, I assume you mean CW, has bust written all over him. Tired of the Bears drafting bust quarterbacks, MSJ. There will be QBs later. Okay, but how are you getting that QB later? Are you picking number 1 for a third straight year? Is a free agent like Kirk Cousins falling into your lap? Like, who's the QB later? Like, this is the time to get one. You have the number 1 pick. It's a good quarterback draft. If you don't even want Caleb and you want another QB, that's cool too. Like, you want to keep Justin, that's fine. But, like, this feels like the time. Got to do first time for you, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got one wheel spin. We're $100 away from a beer boot. So if someone wants to send in 100, they get into the Hall of Fame, plus get a raffle ticket, plus they would have me do a beer boot. So kind of last chance to get in on that action. Let's see what the wheel's doing. Oh, my God. What a joke.
Sandwiched between 2 rolling shots, too.
Mm-hmm. The wheel has definitely had a magnet next to my entries this week for the most part. What are you doing? Oh, my God, he missed the breakaway layup. Houston did.
I mean, Houston hasn't been good today either.
Defense has been awesome, but, yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. TCU's actually played good defense in this game. It was a rough watch, man. Jesus.
The Ducks are ready. They are shuffled, and they're ready to race.
This is it. This is it. All right, we take this bong down.
Chris Holtman to DePaul.
Yeah, so I guess Porter Moser's not going there. I saw the Holtman report earlier that was the expected hire.
I don't know why Moser would go. I mean, Oklahoma is, to me,
Why he would or why he wouldn't?
why he would go.
I think the thought was, well, OU hasn't exactly taken off with him, and if he feels like he's 1 year away from being fired, then just go back to
early.
Chicago.
I like Oklahoma's a better job than DePaul.
Oh, no doubt about it. But, yeah. We're at 8 points. We got to hit that over 10.5, baby. As bad as this has been, I mean, if you're within 10 at halftime, you're not out of it.
Where would you be without 11 offensive rebounds?
I don't know if it matters because on 9 of those they haven't scored, or 10. They were getting offensive rebounds that whole first 8 minutes. It didn't matter. That is crazy, though. All right. Let's run this race. Adam gets us less than 100. Oh, man, I'm looking for mine.
Yeah, I'm trying to see mine.
I don't even see mine.
I don't see it.
They're overlapping. Tyler Scoff has had an early lead for a while as we're about 20 seconds in here.
It's a good thing I don't see mine yet. I like that I haven't seen it.
Yeah, same. You kind of want to lurk and then make your push.
I want to see mine with 15 seconds left.
There's Amanda and Jacob at the bottom. Dylan Baker in the middle. Here comes NRG, bro. So is Sykes up the middle. I feel like
Sykes got the lead. We're getting
20 seconds left. I mean,
I
it's
still
crushed.
haven't seen mine.
I haven't either.
I know it's in there.
Yeah, they're in there.
Oh, there's mine. I'm kind of up front.
Oh, here comes Rolly.
No, I'm fading, though.
Chastity's been here all week. Can mine come out of
he's coming
nowhere
up
and make a
top.
push?
Jugal Lotus.
Here comes Jugal Lotus. It could be Jugal Lotus.
And Jugal Lotus
It's going to
take it.
be. Oh, mine came late, Rolly.
You were betting in.
Oh, made a push. Jugal Lotus. Jugal Lotus. DM me, Jugal Lotus.
I feel like Jugal Lotus comes around often.
Yeah. I hope you're in here, Jugal Lotus. GG Jug in the chat.
There he is.
All right, so at HGram NFL, Jugal Lotus, message me. I'll get back to you by this weekend, and we'll get you squared away. Shout out to you, Jugal Lotus. All right, last call. 93 away. It would be 4 straight days with at least one beer boot, Rolly, if we got to 1,000. We're at 907 right now. Adam says, if Poles rolls with Fields, do you see the improved roster and coaching staff leading to a noticeably better year for Justin Fields? I do think Justin...
The Jaguars are closing in on deal for Armstead.
Wow.
Fucking Jacksonville.
That sucks.
They're pissing me off.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Jaguars are new enemy one.
I think Justin would play better, yeah. I thought he played a little better last year. I also thought he would take a bigger leap last year than he did. I thought he improved, but we didn't get that big leap. So, like, yeah, the talent should be even better this year. You would think Waldron's more competent than Getsy is, but are you willing to take that chance on a third OC for Fields? That's a real question you got to ask. Go, you got to run. Come on. That's got to be a foul. Thank you. Brandon Romero, for being a fan base who has never experienced a franchise quarterback, we sure complain a lot. Just be grateful we're in this great situation. That's a great point. Like, regardless of where they go, they're gonna be viewed as a team that should be very competitive and likely a playoff team. Dude, Armstead to Jacksonville, that's so lame.
I hate the Jags.
Oh, Diana said he's going to the Bills. Diana Rossini says Armstead to the Bills.
A Rossini versus
Source off.
A Rossini Rappaport source off.
Oh, my. Diana from the top rope. Oh, my.
Now, I will say, Rappaport said closing
Yeah,
in
it wasn't finalized, but, I mean, that typically means.
But they said as they are set to sign former.
That's like your worst nightmare. You've been pissed at the Jags, but you hate the Bills.
Yeah.
Wow.
Both these signings would suck.
Hey, TCU's at 11 points with 4 minutes left. We're back. It's a single-digit game. Probably not anymore. Yep, 12-point game. They just hit a 3.
Who is gonna win?
Yeah, we gotta stay alive to see this situation play out. Eduardo with the super chat. His 20th on the channel per YouTube comments.
Do y'all gotta drink during interview?
Dude, we cannot make a layup. It's actually insane. They just missed 4 layups in 2 seconds.
No, we do not have to drink in our interview process.
It's a fucking layup, you idiot.
Not have to do that.
Sorry. Apologize to kids watching. Eduardo, do you got to drink during chats? No, you don't. I do. I won't give away names, but I interviewed someone who had a beer can on their shelf behind them on a Zoom interview.
And if you knew everybody who worked at Chat Sports, it would not surprise you one bit who that person was. I'm still waiting to see who wins the source off.
I know. So
you would assume that the tweets were fired off so close to each other that they each didn't see the other person's.
Yeah.
And now know about it and are now scrambling to make sure they aren't the ones that are wrong.
Yeah, they're trying to confirm. Did Diana delete? I think she deleted.
Oh, no.
I don't see Raps anymore. Okay, I do see Raps.
See, that's what TweetDeck doesn't show you.
I think yeah, when you refresh, it went away. I think Diana got duped.
Let me look. Let me look.
I was rooting for Diana. Yeah, she deleted the tweet.
Yeah, that's no longer there. Rap.
Very sad.
Wrap holding firm.
He hasn't said it's done, though, so let's see. When does the DJ want him visit? Courtney Cronin said it was tonight. I don't know when tonight, but she said it was tonight. She said it was tonight.
Whoa!
What is it?
Commanders are trading Sam Howell to the Seahawks.
Oh, wow. Who has that?
Shefty. And Rossini just said my mistake.
So the Seahawks get Howell, a 4th and a 6th. The Commanders get a 3rd and a 5th. I don't even know how to do the math on that. Is that just like a 5th overall, basically? Take the quarterback out of it. The Commanders get a 3rd and a 5th. Seahawks get a 4th and a 6th. So that probably adds up to like a 4th, 5th. Sam Howell.
But that kind of...
That eliminates Justin to Seattle.
The Seahawks, no more Justin Fields for
Wow.
you. That is a shocker. My sweet prince. Teacher. Why?
What week does Sam Howell take over for Geno this year?
I literally just texted. So my friend texted me, Sam Howell cooked. I said starter by week 6.
I was going to say like week 10. I feel like the Geno magic in a new offense probably runs out this year.
Yeah.
It's been a good run.
That's quite the shocker.
Yeah, Rappaport doubles down. He says that he's expected to land in Jacksonville. Talking about Eric Armstead. All right, there you go.
Wow.
I mean, is that the framework of a Justin Fields trade? Something like that? I mean, I would think Fields has a tip more value, but Howell has 1 extra year on his contract. That plays a role too. And he's cheaper because he was a 5th-round pick.
Wow, that's something.
So Rossini said, my mistake, my source was with the Bills, who was in on Eric Armstead, said done deal, but just not done deal with Buffalo. Deal is done with Jacksonville. Okay. So her source was a Buffalo-based source, but the done deal was not for
What's up, Heflin?
Buffalo.
$10
Jordan
super chat.
Heflin's back. Hey, boys, haven't been much around. We already did our race today, Heflin. I'll tell you what, any 10s from here on out before we call it, which we're going to call it soon, I'll take a shot for. I'll tell you what, those deep internet rumors of the Commanders not taking quarterback are now dead. Unless they trade for Justin Fields.
Yeah,
Him and Mariota.
Yeah, right.
We missed another breakaway layup, Rolly. It's actually unbelievable.
Wow.
Oh. Wayne sent me $10 for the raffle. Here, I'll send you this back, Wayne. I just missed this on Venmo. I'll send this back to you. That's on me.
We also skipped this super chat. We didn't read it out loud. Lions got DJ Reader, LFG. Oh, he's a Lions fan, so F that anyway.
My fault, Wayne. Didn't see it. There's your money back. Certified. Yeah, DJ Reader. That was a good move for Detroit. Good move. Good move. All right. 10-point game. Get this to single digits by halftime. This is an absolute just slugfest. Where's Justin Fields playing next year?
Seattle has long liked Sam Howell. Now with Jugal signing with the Giants, Howell can compete with Geno Smith for the starting quarterback job.
That's a bit rich. Geno's
No.
Geno's the
Let's
starter.
go. Sammy boy. I'll tell you what, that's going to be one of those awkward situations where it's just like someone's going to win the job and one bad game. And it's just like.
Duke Juke says Chicago, Cyrus, Chicago, Chastity. A lot of Chicago's coming in.
Wow, Houston is so. Oh my God, they stink. Never mind.
Yeah, they haven't been that good either. Just we've been absolutely horrific. Dude, who are you passing to? I bet we've got 12 turnovers in this half. This is unbelievable.
I was going to say, LJ Cryer's not missing 3 threes in a row.
I mean, we have, let's see how many turnovers. 9 turnovers. That's a good half. A lot of Bears coming in. John says Denver. Kevin says Bengals. Kenny says Rams. You kind of thought Howell was getting dealt after they signed Mariota.
Yeah.
That was not QB3 money, $6 million.
Yeah. Philly, Denver.
I will agree with this. Someone replied to me about Justin Fields. When I tweeted this eliminates Seattle as a destination for Justin Fields, someone goes, this is just weird at this point. It is weird at this point. Without knowing exactly what's going on, it's definitely weird at this point. This is...
Teams are just passing.
It's all very weird. I feel like the problem is the league views him as a backup, but the Bears don't want to trade him for just backup money. But there's not a starter calling, so what do?
Yeah.
You just keep him, dude. This is unreal. Look at this. This is that should have been a jump ball. What just happened there? Trustin Poles, Caleb Williams confirmed. Maybe. I think so, but we don't know for sure. We need to sign Mike Williams. I'm in. What do you think Armstead gets on this deal?
10 mil?
I think it's a little more. I bet it's closer to 15. Maybe it's incentives, 10 base.
I don't know,
Oh boy, our
much
best
do the
player,
Jaguars
our
have to
best
offer?
player's injured, so that's good. Oh man, Bears practice squad for who? Watch the end of this half, then we'll probably call it. Jake says Justin Fields running out of destinations. How many smoking Jays that Justin's on the roster next year? I'm still going to leave it at 1. I still think he gets moved, but it's not 0. There's definitely a chance he's here. Definitely a chance, Jake. I got to take a shot for that one.
I love to see the different people's reactions to that trade. Praise God. Commanders trade Howell. They are getting Caleb.
Someone says TCU is losing their first game in the tourney. It's very possible. This team's been up and down all year. And our best player just got carried to the locker room in a game they didn't even need to win. That's awesome. That's just great.
Hopefully it's just a turn of the ankle or something like that.
I hope so. Not putting much weight on that foot. Not good at all. Oh, what a rebound. That was actually a sick rebound. He was out of bounds, but looks like MHJ is going to be a Bear. Based on what? Seattle not trading for Justin Fields? He might be. Oh, yep. He landed on the defender. Classic ankle sprain. Jesus. Corey Davis coming out of retirement. Yep. He sure is. All right, last call. Oh, okay. Beamer with the 10. Beamer with the 10. The shot for the road. Hot take, Washington overpays for the first pick, and we swap for second. A pick, first next year, second this year, get Marvin and Verse, win the North. Maybe. I don't think they're doing that, but maybe. I'm sure Washington would be interested in moving up to 1. Reuniting Cliff and Caleb. I don't think that happens, but we'll see. We'll see. Guess I got to take a shot for that one. All right, we're at 9:53. If we got a 50, that would be a beer boot. Let's throw 2 minutes on the clock. If we don't get there by then, I'm signing off. 50 away. If we don't get there by then, I'm signing off. Fields is a better runner than Lamar. I agree. I think he's the best running quarterback in the league. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah, let's foul a guy 60 feet from the basket. I guess they're not in the bonus. It doesn't matter. Patriots took May at 1 in our mock draft.
They did?
Who's our?
The mock we did yesterday.
Oh, the fan-led mock. Yeah, that is true. That is true. The simulator did that. Caleb is not that special. I don't even know if I've used the word special. I think he's really good. Dude, get the fucking ball.
Ooh.
Yeah, that game's over.
That hurts.
1 minute. What is the shot clock? Just final call for Super Chats. If we get to 1,000, I got to do a beer boot. We're 50 away. Doesn't look like we're getting there, which is all good. This podcast is becoming a joke. It's not a podcast, first of all. Call out cheapskate polls for these ridiculous signings. I don't think they're that ridiculous of signings. They've added some quality backups. Yeah, I think they should do a little bit more. I think they still need an edge. They still need a receiver. And if they don't do that, I would deem that unacceptable. But there's still guys out there. I like the Coleman Shelton signing. I like the Coleman Shelton signing. I like the DeAndre Swift signing. I like the Gerald Everett signing. I give this free agency a B minus. So
I don't get how that changes anything. Are you? Never. I'm not gonna have this conversation with you.
I mean,
it could actually be the most opposite thing of all time. Drake May. Do you know who fucking Drake May is?
we're always pissed again talking to Coop in the background.
Just idiot. When people say stupid shit, it pisses me off. And that's stupid. The perfect backup.
So Coop said that.
Leave the fucking room.
Coop said that Drake May is going to Washington and Marcus Mariota, which I do want to be clear. Drake May could still go to Washington. It's not like that's a done deal.
That's not the part that pissed me off.
No, I know.
Marcus Mariota is the perfect backup to Drake May. What?
So is he saying that to not have two UNC QBs in the same room? Is that what he's saying? Like they had to get Howell out of there, otherwise it would have been weird?
I don't know what he's saying.
All right, we're off the rails here. I need to take a seat, so we're out of here. Thanks to everybody who tuned in today. If any more Bears news drops, we will break it all down later on. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to Rolly. I'm off tomorrow, but if any news breaks, I will bring it to you, so stay tuned for that. Bear down, FGB. You guys know the drill. Subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.